Prophetic messages from the Lord for the 31st of December 2018, and this is a compilation of prophetic messages from various of God's messengers, all consolidated into a format presented to you. Please take every word you hear before the Lord Jesus Christ for confirmation. The Father says, "Can these dry bones live?" I say to you today that many have gone asleep in their spiritual walk and growth. They have turned away from my teachings and walk among you as friends to this world. But now I declare that they will come alive again and walk upright and righteous for my name's sake. I am calling home the wanderers from the desert. I am calling to me those who became dissatisfied with religion, for I will show them my glory. You will see what I intended my people to look and act like, for it is time for all to throw away their religious idols. Do not continue talking like a Pharisee, for this is not the image of my Son. Many speak hate in my name. Do you not know that this displeases me? You have been with me since the beginning of all things. For from the very foundations of the world you considered all your brothers and sisters. So why would you speak hate to those I have called you to love? Do you think the darkness in your own heart is somehow better than theirs? I am the one who washes clean all iniquity. I am the one who died for all. The love of Jesus is what will transform a person. No one can save themselves from eternal separation and hell. I see you equal with your brothers and sisters. I do not have favorites in my kingdom. I have commanded you to love and let the light of Christ shine in and through you. Be a people about relationships that honor me in everything you do and say. For I am a God all about relationships. I am calling you higher. My spirit will come upon you, revealing patterns of anger, bitterness, and offense that must come to an end. Understand that these areas damage your own soul as well as others around you. Your walk becomes weakened with a deadening to my call over your life. What you seek and desire to see in your life is a direct result of the areas you choose to have mastery over. The Christ in you will ensure you are an overcomer in all things. I have not left you without the tools to conquer even the most stubborn strongholds. People know you by what you display in different situations. You cannot be known as a liar and think that people will believe I have sent you. What is in your heart matters in every aspect. If you slander your brother or tear down your sisters, will this not affect your path in the call? You knelt before me and asked to be used for my glory and honor. Many have walked away before the cleansing was completed. The Christ in you will continue to challenge your character. Many called in the Bible found out how deeply a character bent could decimate their path. I am in the business of recovery and restoration. However, the consequences from poor choices will place you in the grip of the enemy. You can place yourself out of the promises of what I so freely desire to place in your life. Come and sit with me so that I may reveal the hidden places of your heart. There are structures all around you that are crumbling and coming down. The new structure is coming into view and focus. Do not look for what is leaving. Instead, concentrate on what lies ahead. For in the now you will find me in the field. My sheep have lost their way several times, but I am shifting the atmosphere, where you will know my voice in a fresh new way. My people must decide that knowledge is power. Desire to have a deeper hunger for the things of my kingdom. Study to show yourself approved. For when you do, the enemy will have less room to deceive you with his twisted lies. Meditate on my word, for it will guide you in all things. My Spirit will fall upon you to give my revelation about all things. Do not expect someone else to do the work for you. New levels are obtainable, but you must ask, seek, and knock. You must seek out the hidden to discover what was once unknown. Choose not to be satisfied where you are. I will make you into my disciple, and I will speak to you directly. I have never called you to be a slave. I have called you into an intimate relationship. Can you hear my heart beat with anticipation? You have not disqualified yourself from being in my presence. Let me have a moment of your time. I can do more in one moment than you could do in decades with your own hands. My purpose towards you is to give you the Zoe way of life that I died for. Your life will only be what you believe are your limitations. I have placed no limits on how high and far you can go. It is time to get serious and put away childish notions. The rest of your life is calling. I say it will be beautiful. I am opening new doors of influence for you. Doors that were slammed shut will easily open this time. Look around you and ask me. My Spirit is moving to areas that I desire you to walk in. For my voice will come through you with clarity, and people will realize you were sent with authority. You will walk confidently before friends and strangers alike. Lean on me, for I will be with you while you move through these doors. Nothing in front of you is something you will not be successful in. Release the past mistakes and know that your Father in heaven says yes and amen. Be bold before my throne. When your heart is aligned with mine, nothing will be impossible for you to do or see. Many of my people have become content in not receiving the signs and wonders that were once less unfamiliar. Why do you expect so little? If I was the God of then, why do you not believe I will be the God of now? Belief that I cannot or will not is what prevents you from seeing and witnessing my glory and majesty. If you want little, you will receive little. I say to you, think bigger. You are kingdom carriers everywhere you go. If I live inside of you, then you are only moments away from your miracle. Believe and trust that I will show up with power at the right moment. Know that some things you are asking for will be completed by your children, and this is a blessing to them. For reaping a generational harvest and favor will be multiplied to them. I will come through for you, and I will not fail. I am placing a fortified fortress all around you that no weapon can penetrate. I am blocking the negative thoughts and renewing your strength. Recognize when the storm is from the enemy and not just some random event in your life. You miss the correct strategies when you miss the root source. I am taking you higher to understand that what is coming against you is temporary. The winds that blow will cease with one motion of my hand. Don't settle into the belief that there is no hope. I am the creator of hope. People will have opinions about you, but that doesn't mean any of it is true. I know who you really are, and they have judged and misunderstood you. I will set the record straight before too long. You just keep your eyes fixed upon me, for together we are an unstoppable force. A man who thinks he knows his own heart is only fooling himself. Those who come to me with authentic motives will I exalt higher and higher. Pride will keep a person from seeing what truly needs to change. Pride is a glass wall you build around yourself. You can't see it, but everyone else can from the dirt buildup. Pride will keep you from making the changes that will set you free. Many have thoughts that they have no pride, and yet they wonder why people keep pointing it out to them. Leviathan on a person can permanently damage their relationships. They will continue to see it as the other person who is wrong, but it is indeed them. Many think they are clothed in righteousness, but have actually been wearing filthy rags, which they just got used to the stench of. I am the one who brings a heart back into my light and purity. Rise up to who you are in me. Settle for nothing less. You are on Christ, the solid rock. Why do you fear? If I am not the author of your very life, then you will be subject to those that wish to harm you. Your enemy knows which side he is on, but do you? Be unwavering. Be unyielding to the darkness. Watch the sun rise and set on my yes and amen. The battle is mine, so go where I send you without hesitation. Call down what is not as though it is. My will comes forth to manifest beyond the limitations that you may have. I am not wrestling against your future. Release the notion that you must do so as well. Trust what I am doing in and through you. No man knows all of his days before they have happened. It is not a lack that sometimes you see less of the path versus days you find clarity for miles. Come closer, if I am speaking mysteries yet to be solved. Be one who will serve others even if they should slap you upon the face. There is no injury unless you allow your fleshy mindset to limit you. Your reward is not based on who accepts you. Let me determine the outcome. I am not watching from afar. I stick closer than a brother. I created time, and I will unwind it if I choose. Don't be clock watchers, but doers of my word. Heed my voice and move with expectation of my glory, not a gloom and doom outlook. Carry my light, and you shall see the land be taken over by my love. Carry my light, and see the darkness run in fear of you. There will always be critics against you no matter what I send you to do for my name's sake. People from inside and outside of your camp alike. When I walked on the earth, people spoke lies about me as well. I have told you before that you will suffer in this world for what you carry from the kingdom. I desire for my people to care more about what I think and believe about them than the critics. Yes, you will be hurt by what is said against you. I will come to you and heal those tender wounds if you allow me. Do not let those wounds to fester and get deeper. Even your closest friends will betray you just as mine did. Clear your mind of opinions about this and that. Let only my opinions permeate your mind and soul. A cluttered mind is unable to hear my instructions clearly. You may never be able to change the minds of those that come against you. Release your desire to answer to their endless doubts and challenges designed to trap you over and over. You can never make the blind see the truth. Only I can open the hearts and minds of a person. Release, forgive, bless them, and make due diligence to move on with your head held high. I will speak on your behalf in my perfect timing and will. You just keep focus on me and what I have called you to do. Now that we have that all decided, I will come heal you this very night from all the wounds you have carried through the years, walking the path in my name. I love you with such a perfect and unimaginable love. Be at peace that all is well. Cross the battlefield, for you shall not be harmed. Two opposing enemies are fighting to the death, and yet you shall not be harmed. Do not involve yourself with their squabble. You are moving higher, so do not sink lower. I am taking you through this controversy and not asking you to resolve it. Waves come in and waves go out. Be as flexible as water in my hands. Justice is coming to you. Retribution is your portion. I have not forgotten those that warred against your walls. you will find that I have a better solution than you can come up with. Trust my process, for I will answer for you. Trials come and go. Avoid the desire to complain in the moment. I am using what comes to build you into what will be. You are stronger than you give yourself credit for. You are greater than others believe you ever could be. Rest in my arms and watch as I come swiftly in this hour. You are no longer waiting for one day someday. Call down today what you desire to manifest. Listen closely to my voice as I guide you in and out of the turmoil. I have not asked you to deal with life on your own. I am your great counsel. I am your eternal Father who is well pleased with you. Stand up, for it is time to move. I am sending the lonely to a new tribe, one that is trustworthy and loyal to the core. Will you be a people that takes in the solo warrior wounded from years of fighting alone? Will you be my people who are about your Father's business to those that are hurting? Watch as I pour out a blessing upon you that overflows in depth and double portion to those that embrace the new over them. You are my light. Do not let your salt lose flavor. Look beyond your own gain and be the one who takes another out of the pit of despair. You can give what you do not have because I am the source of all that you need. Reach far and wide, for I have no boundaries. Set your sails for the open ocean, for we are going to where you will be in demand. Watch as I use you even in the little moments to accomplish amazing exploits. You are mine, and I know your greatest potential. You have no limits, even when you think of all that could be. Release the outcome to me. I know the way. Rest in the journey, for I will carry you when required. I will provide all that you could ask for above what you can imagine. Be a yielded vessel and soar above every obstacle and adversity. We cannot fail. What you thought was your ceiling is about to be your floor. Step out into the unknown. You have what is for this hour. My glory surrounds you always. Jacob's ladder came to him in a dream, but it is a very real aspect of what I do around my people and for a region. Many of my people are like Jacob, who did not realize I was in this place. Jacob did not understand that it was by my spirit that he even arrived at the location. Understand that I will meet you where you are. I chose Jacob over Esau. If I place my finger upon you, I will surely not let another harm you. Do not be concerned with who is against you. There will always be people who do not support what I am up to in your life. Ask me to confirm my word over your life, and I will show you beyond certainty that I am speaking to you in this hour. I desire my people to not live in conflict over what I have told them. Too many are looking to others to decide if they have approval or not. I spoke to Rebekah that the older shall serve the younger. Could I not just as easily switch which twin was born first so that Jacob was the firstborn? My ways are not your ways. I do not always place importance on what man claims as one's birthright. You have all of my kingdom as your inheritance because I decided to bless all of my children. I will not disqualify someone by the natural world. What man sees as a negative, I see as a positive characteristic and one that I will use for my glory and honor. The desire in your heart came from me, and in due season I will fan the flame that was ignited in your mother's womb. Let the people stand back in amazement as to what I am up to. I cannot be denied, so there is no chance you will be either. Choose to walk in freedom through your identity in Christ. A busy life does not mean you are having a quality life. Many think that the more they fit into their days, hours, and minutes will fulfill them. However, this lifestyle will just leave you drained and empty. You cannot be everything to everyone at the same time. You must know what to place down and what to pick up. If I bring back what you place down, then it is something that I still have for you. Do not allow others to use you up. It does not matter the good you think will benefit one and all. Listen, this is not the life I have called you to. Not every good deed has been set aside for you to accomplish. Sometimes I am leaving that for someone else to bless and reap from. Do not become the center of your own world. Keep me as the center, and the rest will fall into its rightful place. It is time to reassess what is bringing you divine joy and what is merely just a burden. What I have called you to should not be a heavy burden. If it is, come to me for a tune-up. You are going about the assignment incorrectly. I have said my yoke is easy and my burden is light. These are the core principles you need to embrace and incorporate. You can always do more, but is more the right answer? Check with me before you accept that next opportunity before you. People will be disappointed, and many will even be upset. But that is not a reason to take on more. Know your times and seasons, for I will pull you away and move you over, so be watchful. As you reach higher levels in me, I will have new adventures, but if you are yoked to the wrong things, you will be of no use to where I send you to. I desire for you to experience all that I have set aside for you. I will guide you in all things when you seek me in all things. Can you hear the clinking in the atmosphere? That is all that I am asking you to place down right now. Heed the stirring that is in your heart. I am setting your feet on a new path. Do not get confused and walk back to the old. You are made for more. Prayer is the most vital aspect of your daily life. My people are underutilizing this powerful weapon. Many believe that if I already know all, then why do they need to ask? I say to you that I am a God all about relationships. I desire for you to know me through an authentic relationship. I have called you friend, not stranger. When you put your prayers into my hands, you are building a relationship with me. Your trust and faith is what gives the angels the charge from heaven. From the moment you pray, the enemy of your soul works to stop the manifestation. Your actions shift the atmosphere to your favor when you continue to stand unwavering. The enemy will try to rip you out of peace and lie into your ear. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Understand that many things must come together at the right moment for the prayer to be answered. Keep praying, for the victory will become yours when you don't give up. I am calling my people to pray unceasing in this season. I have spoken the victory ahead of time, but you still have a part to play. I have said that we are co-creators and that I choose to work hand in hand with mankind to fulfill my purposes on the earth and in heaven. You have a calling just as the angels above do. You are not mere children. I desire to give you understanding of the mysteries all around you. Knowledge of my spirits and ways are an unstoppable force in your life. You will see above the schemes and walk on waters in all situations. As you make prayer a priority daily, you will walk in new levels of my spirits and travel at an accelerated rate. For now is the season for my bride to fully know her influence over matters in heaven and earth in this hour. It is a new day. Vulnerability is not a bad concept. When you are vulnerable, blessings from me can come into your life, as your walls are not in the way. What you are not open to will not be able to be received by you. I can send you wonderful people to help you on your journey in ways that you may not see the benefits at face value. I know what you will see and do, and I desire to send you people who will show my favor upon you. Yes, you may get hurt at times, but do not let that cause you to lock up your heart. Come to me instead with all of those broken pieces. For I, the Lord your God, will heal you completely. I am not a God who will ignore your pain. I am a God who uses the imperfections of man to display my glory in all things. It is vital that you remain hearts wide open, for where I send you today will require complete openness for you to accomplish your assignments. I will place upon your spirit my divine discernment so that you will know who is for you and who is against you. You will know when it is time to move on from someone and when lessons were learned that I was bringing into your life. How I grow you into my likeness involves situations that will stretch you further than you would ever be willing to on your own momentum. Do not shy away from this process. I will be with you and take care of you always. What you are experiencing today will ensure your victory when a distant storm reaches your shores. Trust me in all things seen and unseen. I will never let you be swallowed by the enemy. You will not fail, and you will shine brighter through each situation you encounter. Let me show you what vulnerability really means. Let me show you my many blessings on the way to you. Grab your bags because I am about to move many of you into your new positions and territories. It is time to cease your season of rest and preparation, for now everything is fully ready all around you. I have given you many telltale signs that now was your moment. Get ready, for the new exciting journey is about to begin. My angels are handing out the assignments and resources needed for what lies ahead. All of the details have been taken into consideration and nothing is missing. Do not become alarmed that the enemy has been busy setting traps soon into your new path. I am enabling you to see these pitfalls well ahead of time so that you can successfully overcome. Staying in a place of peace and serenity will be vital, for a frustrated mind and soul will cause you to lose your joy. There will be some pushback, but know that as you push through, the victory will be yours. Not everyone will be happy when you arrive. Change can be difficult for many, and they will not have open arms towards you. Let it roll off your back. I am not calling you to everyone you encounter. I will deal with those who are against you. Just focus on who I am sending you to. Know the difference so that you can avoid working in areas that are not for you. Feel my love wrapped around you. I am for you and not against you. Even in times you question my goodness and faithfulness, I was always steadfast and chased over you. You are coming to a place where the past seasons will come into clarity and the purpose for many life experiences will be understood in a way that you could not experience before. I have allowed you to have a human experience so that you would be able to discover my love for you on a level that would not have been reached any other way. Just watch and see what I do next for you. You are my precious child. Nothing will I withhold from you. I am sending a new anointing this hour, the anointing of bravery. My people have been pushed back and persecuted far enough. Fear of the unknown will no longer grip your heart and mind. You will walk fearless. After all, what can man do against you when I am with you? A fresh new boldness will fall upon you. New territories will you desire to tread upon. No one will need to convince you to take action, for you will already be running after the cause. You will even question yourself, who is this person I have become? Know that change for the good will happen as my people trample on the things that used to cause them fear. Hear the thunder in the distance as my chosen stand up, with no shame or condemnation. You are mighty warriors of the Lord Most High. Take back the land I have given you. What used to slip out so easily through your fingers will now be placed back into your hands. Those who have scorned you are losing their traction. It is time to say enough is enough. For my people far and wide will shout out in unison under the movement of my spirit. It took decades of losing ground to be where you are currently inhabiting. But I say to you, in a mere moment of time, you will gain it all back and then some. I desire for my people to learn to never give up an inch of what I have given you again. Do not take for granted your freedom, for if you become distracted, the enemy will steal once again. Ask me to remove your gloom and doom mindset. It has no purpose in my kingdom. Not every assignment I send you to will be one that you see through to completion. I am calling many of you away into new assignments. But you are resistant because you still see so much more work to be done where you are. My people heed my voice and pick up and move when I say to you. If you stay beyond the designated time, you will place the obstacle and hindrances in the way of the people who are still assigned there. Rejoice, for you have grown much in the last season, and you are ready for new levels of my glory. You will not be able to see what lies ahead until you stop looking behind you. The skills and tools that were once so effective will not be required where you are going. Release the expectation of how things used to be, for I am bringing a brand new way from which you will operate. What used to satisfy you will no longer quench your thirst. I am leading you to where you will call home. A place where you have a belonging like none you have ever experienced before. Puzzle pieces that were just floating around as mere mysteries will finally come into focus and completion. Areas of blessing that I was setting you up for over decades will finally fall at your feet. Dance this very day. For many long-awaited prayers are coming to you with mighty answers of yes and amen. For now is your time to see with your natural eyes what you could only see as hopes and promises. Do not despair that you had to wait so long, for my child, you have been earning interest on every single delayed promise spoken over your life. What you will receive now will be so unbelievable and unimaginable that your only response would be unspeakable and unshakable joy. The celebration has already been prepared in your honor. Come, for I will show you the vast wonders of what I am doing in your life this day. Your faith has carried you to this great release that is taking place right now. For the enemy of your soul has been commanded to release your finances. The rivers are flowing freely for those that believe. What you have faith and hope for is your portion, so ask big. For many new business ideas will come to them, and they will watch this explode over their life. Many others will see supernatural miracles manifest in different areas. Stay alert to how I am coming to you, as I do not want you to miss these blessings and opportunities. Those that have been careless with money, learn from your mistakes so that this blessing does not become another curse. If you have sowed bad financial seed, come to me with repentance and I will forgive and remember no more. I desire to give you a new outpouring as your portion. I desire to bless you in all things. Do not let your thoughts and doubts block what I am doing in this hour. Do not disqualify yourself when I have already spoken yes and amen over you. I am not angry at you, nor were you being punished by my hand. When you sow bad seed, you reap the product and consequences of that. You experience delays in areas that I have planned to move you into. More heavenly harvest. Be diligent to turn away from poor choices. I can reclaim what was lost, and I can restore what the enemy has stolen from you. Be at peace that no matter how big of a mess you feel you are in, I have an even bigger solution to the problem that will leave you amazed. For all will say that only Yahweh could have saved me from the destruction that I caused with my own hands. My glory rests upon you and your home. It is time to celebrate, for the turnaround has begun. There is nowhere that you can go or hide that will keep you away from my love for you. Even if you feel a reason to run, I will be there wherever you go. You cannot do anything that will separate me from you. We are one. Come, sit by the brook with me. Let me minister to your broken heart. Allow me to replace your pain with purpose. I can right the wrongs, and I will remove the scars. Ask me to do the impossible, and I will show that all things are possible. I look for reasons to bring favor and blessings to your door daily. Do not allow one moment of failure to define your life. I can make beauty from the ashes, even now. Beauty from pain is my song over your heart this very day. Make your petitions, and I will breathe my spirit into your life right now where you are. I do not require one to clean up before they come to me. I do not expect you to do things that are impossible for you to do without me. My people need to fully understand that the cross changed everything. I took the curse so that you would be free. Call upon me, and I will release those who are bound. I cannot go against my word and will for my creation. The sooner you come to me, the sooner I can work on your needs. Do you really want to stay in that pit for one more hour? Do not ruin a perfectly good day thinking about the past. Push against the negative thoughts that come against you. I will help you in all things. As you lay down your filthy rags, I will show you one by one how my glory will redeem and restore what was broken and lost. Rest in my arms. I will make all things beautiful. Just watch and see. What have you asked for from my kingdom lately? Dig deeper, my beloved. I am endless, so you are endless. I have come to deliver you from the hand that was too strong. Your identity is not from yesterday. You are freed from the chains that dare to enslave you once more. Your identity is straight from my heart. Stop focusing on what you see as the problem. I have called you my royal sons and daughters. Have I lied to you yet? You are not the sum of what others have spoken or anticipated from you. Look for joy to come in the morning, for your new beginnings are before you. You are a spirit merely in a human body. One day, the human part will fade away. Invest in your spirit, as this will lift your soul out of a cycle of lack. Before you were human, you existed. You have purpose in these moments on earth. Do not let the time slip through your fingers like fine sand. You are not separated from heaven. We are one, spirit to spirit. I will reveal great mysteries to those who are hungry. I invite you to seek me, and you will find me. To know me, you must be willing to remove what the world would have you believe about me. Come as an open slate, for I will fill you up until there is no more room to contain my glory in your life. Step out of the mundane. Your life is far more than you ever could imagine. Make the list. Don't be afraid. Write out everything you need and are trusting in me to answer. Bring these petitions before me today and tomorrow. Now watch me answer each one as you check off item by item as done and finished. I am a God who desires for you to dig deep and ask big. You cannot break the bank. Keep track so that you will know the minute your hands were filled and hope restored. Too many of my people ask and then forget all about it. Everything you have ever spoken has been written down with the dates that you will behold my gift. Do you not see? When you give up with unbelief, you cancel your requests onto me. You possess the power to withhold my blessings set aside just for you. So I say to you again, make the list. Even if you have asked before, trust in me today once more with an open and expectant heart. Remain watchful, for in a moment circumstances can radically shift for your good and favor. Do not look at what you see and think is possible. I am not limited by your reality. I am limitless through my reality. You must come to a dead end sometimes to see the sea part on your behalf. Even when things look like they are only getting worse, know that I will still handle that problem and need. Many will try to get you to give up and curse me just as in Job's life. Be a people who will stay the course even when others believe I have forsaken you. I have promised never to leave nor forsake you. Who do you choose to believe with your very life? Someone who has zero ability to help you, or the Lord and Creator of all things? If I made Adam from the dirt, what more can I do with your very life this day and tomorrow? I will complete what I have spoken over your life the day I created you. I cannot fail. The famine in your life is coming to an end. In the distance, you can see the green meadows and rivers overflowing their banks. Each day, I will move you closer and closer to the boundary line. Know that as you cross over, prayers and promises spoken will manifest before you. What lies ahead will not be stolen from you. Just keep your eyes gaze on the horizon. Distractions will come during this time of transition. Recognize what is happening around you with discernment. There are many things that will scream at you wanting to be dealt with right now. Not everything that demands your attention is where you should be spending your time. You will have to decide what is really something to take care of now, or just a smokescreen designed to drain you with fatigue. My angels are dispatched to strengthen you. Call upon me for help. I am here for you always. The enemy will attempt to conjure up a storm of disbelief at the last minute. Ignore those being used by the enemy to cause you to doubt the words I have spoken over you. The world is shouting fear. Decide not to let that enter your heart and mind. I have come to give you the kingdom now. You have the power to see through the deceptions and find my truth in all situations. The world believes in a weak and uninterested God. Who do you say that I am? I am who I am. There is no other. If I created everything, when did I become uninvolved in my creation? I am the beginning and the end. No one else can take you through the fire unharmed. Get up from where you sit. We are about to make history in this new season. My winds of change blow strong in this hour. Things around you are shifting and turning. What once tied you to this place will no longer keep you here. The foundation that you have been living upon is being shaken and broken. I am bringing an upgrade to your life and situations. What was once difficult for you to overcome will now seem like child's play. You are coming to a place where victory is your daily expectation. I am renewing your heart and mind. I am bringing order from chaos. I am establishing understanding where there was once confusion. You are walking in a new level of my glory. Old mindsets are now replaced with the mind of Christ. Where you were blind, you will now see. Do you believe that all of this can happen in just one day? I have spoken sudden and drastic changes over your life for months now. You have pondered if these messages were really for you. I say to you this very day that yes, you will not miss out on what I am doing in this hour. You have stayed the course even when the wind blew you to the ground. Time after time you got up and kept moving forward. I am proud of you. The harvest is being gathered, and the storehouses are overflowing with increase and multiplication. The storm has ceased its pursuit over you. The table is made ready, and all of heaven is rejoicing. Just as the inner workings of a clock turn into the right time and place to move the hand to the appropriate hour, so too is your life now at the correct time and place for new doors to suddenly be swung open. Look up, my royal sons and daughters. What you once knew as your status quo is about to radically change. My favor is upon you mightily. You are riding the waves. Do not be alarmed or think that the wave will fall out from underneath you. For my spirit is carrying you to the safety of the shore. When I begin to do a new work in you, I promise to complete it. Loose ends are being tied up, and finishing touches are coming to a close. All is well. You are still on schedule even when it seems like things are moving slow. You will arrive on time, across the door threshold. I have been giving you time to enjoy the blessings of seasons that are passing for just a little bit longer. You have come so far. I am proud of you. You are still standing and walking despite all that has come against you. Get ready and watch, for even now my favor is on the way with more power than you can possibly comprehend. For what is about to hit your position is decades of unanswered promises suddenly answered and sealed with my love. Do not think you have disqualified yourself, because I have stored up all that is due to you and added my interest to the treasure, which is beyond measure. Ignore the doubters and haters. They seem to come out of the shadows on a perfectly great day. I have placed a coat of many colors upon you. For I say to you this day, you are my chosen and my beloved. All who come unto me are inheritors of all that I died to give you. I have left nothing out of your reach. Ask big so that you can receive big. The dove of peace have been released over your life. I am removing the days of rising conflicts and giving you understanding in all matters. There is a new level of unity that I am bringing into order before you. People who could not see the truth will now walk in an increase of knowledge direct from my throne room. I am finishing up matters and closing down areas where you were once busy. Be at ease to take these moments of rest and downtime. I am renewing your strength and resolve before you pick up the next. I am setting people of value in front of your path. Some will have nothing to give you in return, while others bring favor from my hand alone. Be open to both levels of change in your life. I have spoken. Increase in season and out of season, for the harvest is overflowing with my goodness. I will give you what you could not do for yourself. My glory is established out of my love for you, and nothing to be earned. I am for you, so rise up and choose not to live in the tombs of yesterday. My healing balm is yours for the taking. Those that rose weapons against you will beg for peace. Be one with me to see above the hour, to embrace the changes near and far. You are my temple which I choose to dwell in. I am bringing kingdom-mindedness to your actions. Where you once would have avoided the challenges, now you will run to my refreshing winds of change. Old wells and new wells are springing up like a mighty river all around you. My refreshing waters are bathing you in my glory this very day. The lack in your life is leaving. The poverty mindset is being destroyed. The orphan spirit is being removed. Look up, my children. I have many new things coming into your life, for your hands have never experienced these wonders before. Come alive with anticipation. I am not finished with you yet. Come up higher to see my full purpose over your life. Decide not to continue to live in the mundane of life and just merely getting by. I tell you this day that your shoes will not wear out where I am sending you. The best years are just beginning. Do you believe me? Complete turnarounds are my specialty. My resources are always available to you. Release the doubts and fear. Place your trust in my hands and never change your mind. Your faithfulness releases wonderful things into your life that you did not even sow for. My favor and attention to detail is working all things out for your good. Drop what you are doing and run into my arms. Everything is going to be all right. You are gaining new ground and momentum into the coming months. Even your missteps are going to work out for your favor. I will bring all things around for your blessing if you allow me to. Rest, for I will carry your burdens always. Watch and see, for the next turn around the bend holds a dear surprise that I have longed to give you. The days of thinking you have to toil away to receive my love are over. Drop all of that dead weight and come sit by my living waters. You are not a peasant, but my royal bride. There is nothing that I will withhold from you that is for your good benefit. I desire our relationship to be easy and carefree. Stop the works, for they are the very dead things you need to drop. You are already mine. We are already one. You do not need to try to impress me like a man. I already know all, and you have been my called and chosen since the beginning. I have not turned away from you. I already took care of that issue before the problem even became your reality. I will give you clean hands and a pure heart. I will restore all the broken pieces, and I will return you to whole. There is nothing that is out of my reach. Understand that I will not go against the free will that I have bestowed upon you. If you choose another path, I will still speak softly to your heart, wooing you back into my arms. But I will not force you to come. The prodigal son has to come to his own end and decide to return. All of heaven is preparing with expectation for you to taste my goodness after such a long drought. Seasons make and mold a person. Look up to see my divine purpose. I will turn even the curses you place upon yourself into diamonds. Get ready, for the winds and rains of my spirit are replenishing the land right before your eyes. You are not who you were even months ago, and certainly not years ago. Do you see? Have you noticed? Oftentimes, others will notice before you do. They may even choose to walk away because they don't like the new you, even if I am the one who did the renewal. Do not be alarmed when this happens. Sometimes broken fences do not need to be mended. I will bring better to you when you let go of what or who is trying to leave. New levels of my glory are coming to you this hour. I have an acceleration established over all of the kingdoms on the earth. Watch and see, for it is always darkest before the dawn. I am breathing the breath of life over all that seems dead in this world. I am restoring and removing chaos even when you think my hands has left. Many of my people are not in favor of me reviving certain aspects or inside certain people. They have a judgmental spirit upon them that is just looking for me to punish. Do you not understand? My desire has always been for all to come into my kingdom, and no one should perish. I am the author and maker of all things good. Performance is man's creation, do you not see? Even the wicked end up blessing my chosen in ways they would never approve of if they knew the unseen effects of their actions. Rest in knowing that I have the answers you are looking for. People think that the evil prosper and the righteous falter. No, my child. All were sinners before they were clothed in my very best. All have to go through the same transformation. I choose to bless even before a person decides to change their own name to my beloved. Come, sit with me today by my waters of comfort, for I tell you this day that your greatest enemy will become your dearest friend if I am the God of all. When I imagine you at the very foundations of creation, I envision many great adventures you would have as you flowed in my spirit. I place deep within you so many wonderful gifts and talents that would give you a life of fullness and amazing joy. As I have watched you grow from a child to an adult, I have encouraged you to step out and use what I have placed down on the inside. There was a time when you saw the world as your oyster. You were ready and willing to climb the highest mountains and achieve the greatest of dreams. Many of you have lost that love and passion. You have started to believe that you can never be what you first dreamed of. Who do you think placed those dreams and possibilities within you? Look again. I am in your midst. It is time for my people to stop looking at the clock and speak excuses for why they did not use all that I have given them. Do you know that as you reach out, I will meet you? I will illuminate and magnify anything that you work towards that is in my will. You are not limited, for I have unlimited resources. I will more than gladly increase any and all of your gifts as you grow in them. Do not believe the lies that would speak against my word for you. I set before you thousands of promises, each with their own rainbow and blessings. My favor was already given to you in your mother's womb. Do you not see? My greatest plan for you is still in effect. I have not changed my mind about all that you can accomplish. I have not taken anything good away from you, even if you laid it down for a time. My kingdom celebrates the awakening of the bride to walk into her full destiny and purpose this very day. Are you ready now? The road is clear ahead of you. You haven't seen anything yet. Why, this is all for you. I created the heavens and the earth to make a place for you, and then I brought you here. To know and be known, to love and to know you are loved. To choose me and settle your heart on me, that in all things your heart would be settled. I desire far more than a walk in a garden in the cool of the day with you. My desire is for you to reside with me in the heavens. I love you. Don't you worry about a thing. I've got everything you need. You needn't to go to someone else, pour yourself out to anyone else, or ask someone else for what you need. Trust is how you will receive. You are so lovely. You are to die for. I will take you on a journey and show you things you never thought of. Things beyond your ability to imagine will become common knowledge of sight and sound. I will bring you to my stomping ground, show you where the stars come from and what lights them. The stars reflect the light from heaven, and I will show you where the lights come from. I will show you the symmetry in my heart and the order in my wisdom, for that is where life comes from. I will place within your hands the keys that unlock the mysteries of the kingdom and of living, and you will embrace wisdom that will change the world you live in. Just as many have languished, living on the fruitlessness of man's wisdom, many will become fruitful, living by my wisdom. This will turn the world you live in on its ear. I will delight in seeing my wisdom flourish in my children. I will send you like a sharp tool, and all the captives will be given to you. The fog and every lie will be dispelled. The irrefutable wisdom of the word spoken through you will dash the enemy's plans, and he will know in an instant all his captives have been taken from him. You will see the wisdom of your every trial, for having come through them, you have lost all your weaknesses. There is nothing in you the enemy can use to hurt you. Nothing you desire the enemy can use to tempt you. There is nothing small, weak, or vulnerable left of the child you once were, as only the warrior I send into the enemy's camp goes forth. I know what I am doing with my beloved. I have held you back to protect you as you were becoming prepared. You cannot go where I will send you with the heart of a little sparrow. Likewise, you cannot cling to me in the hard and jagged places, or weather the storms with the tender heart and the little claws of a sparrow. Therefore, I am giving you the strong heart of an eagle and the powerful talons of an eagle. Then you will be released, my little eagle, and you will be powerful. I will give you everything you need right before you need it, and your hearts will be filled with courage as you wait. I will give you the fearlessness and strength of the giant eagle to keep you in your place. I am calling my warriors to rise, and you will rally them. I am raising my remnant to stand in great power. I am calling my eagles to rise. The humility they gain as they learn to accept little is the power they will walk into, accept the anointing that is both great and terrible. Having been faithful with nothing at all, they will abound in all faithfulness when given the abundance to which they are called. King David did the same, but where he fought and struggled and warred, my spirit-filled eagles will soar. Having lain down their identity, their calling, and their gifts at my feet, they will now be raised in incredible strength. Humility and gratitude are almost the same thing. It is time you are being released, and I will literally pour healing down on you. I have placed an aquifer beneath you, filled with all the refreshing you need. All you need to do is dig deep. I will open the aquifers from below and release a flood of great tidings. I will open the aquifers in heaven and rain down great blessings upon my children. This will be for a sign, and it will cause dread in the hearts of the children of rebellion, that I would provide so lavishly for my own children who stand humbly among them with gall them. This will herald the day when I will have my way in every way. This will be the beginning of days when I show to man my wisdom. I will tear down religion wherever it is found. I am gathering my children away from the pitfalls of religious thinking. I will destroy every stronghold and make a mockery of the devil's sarcasm. I will raise my children to know me one-on-one. I am fulfilling covenant promise and bringing deep healing to the very heart of them. I will say to them, where is your understanding of me now? As you stand face to face, knowing my love for you. Every lie that kept you from knowing your place in my heart will be in dispute. Every accusation against my love for you will be proven false, and the accuser will be the accused. I will send you not to battle, but to war. My power in you is life, and upon contact it will conquer death. My power in you is truth, and it dispels every lie. Every hidden agenda of the enemy will be cast into the light. Every moment you face comes down to this, that I am Lord of it, all of it, and I have made a way. Your obedience will be your strength. It will cover you in the face of every challenge and be your comfort in every trial. It will go before you and pave the way, and it will guard you on the way, as you trust me with an obedient heart. My way will be your way, and it is filled with life. You who trust me with the little things in your life also trust me with a lot. As you stand and trust me, this is how you live your life. I consider yours to be one of the sweetest hearts, for it is continually before me, calling me Lord with a deep trust. One who trusts with the sweetest heart abides in the sweetest peace. For all the world and all its thoughts cannot give the comfort that simple trust gives. You think you are waiting for one thing, but I assure you, you are waiting for quite another. In trusting me with one thing, what you will receive will be so much better. I will make you stronger, and in your heart you will know the truth. You will know you have not failed in this life, and in knowing this, you will be made whole. Filled with the knowledge and understanding of my heart for you, you will no longer weep or mourn. You will soar. Your reward will be great for waiting, for to honor me you have laid down some of your deepest desires. Your desire to be and to do and to receive have paled in the light of your desire to remain in my presence and receive my true heart and desire for you. You are about to receive more blessing than you are able to contain. For in your waiting, I am made Lord of all, and it is with all that I will repay. Because you have come as I called you, you will be as I called you, healed, made whole and complete. As you accept my desire, you will see my desire larger than life as I reveal it. Every grief and frustration will be repaid in glory. You will see that the wages of obedience and trust are abundance and healing, and you will know I am good to my children. Are you bitter about your childhood, or your marriage, or how you've been treated in your life? Are you bitter about having a low opinion of yourself? Yes, you are. I took it from you. To judge yourself is to throw my mercy away. To judge your enemy is to throw my justice away. To judge your health is to throw my healing away. To judge anything at all for yourself rejects my judgment for your life and throws it away. To receive such a rich inheritance as my children and then to hate anyone for any reason is inappropriate. To take your eyes away from me is to take your heart from me, and that is why it is so easy to lose your inheritance. I listen when you talk. I will talk if you will listen. Don't chatter. Don't interrupt what I am doing in your heart. I have brought you to a place of rest. I know your heart, and you are in my hands. You have ceased all your struggles just by being where you are. Now, what is there for you to struggle with? And why do you desire to chat? Don't. I will do with my word what I would do with my word. Your lessons are me showing you what I am doing in you. Everything you see and everything you think and feel in response, you might as well know where it belongs. Right here. It's just you and me. So that is where my focus has been and nowhere else. You're all right. Just look right here. I have begun a good work in you. Will you now finish my work yourself to become who you want? And what will become of my work in you? Who is that for? Me or you? It's so good to have you here. You cannot hate and hang out with me. Those are my children you are hating, and it grieves me. Don't step on that. It'll sidestep you. Today, I am removing the generational traps that have been set for you. And seeing your parents and grandparents fall into them, they seem like normal life to you. But these are things not meant for you. Poverty and lack, greed and malice, unforgiveness and fear of being hurt. All these traps have been set for you to step into, like the turtle among the solid stones. My word has gone out from me like a letter sent in the mail. It will go to the addressee, not return to the sender. It has already gone forth, and it is sure it will come to you in complete power. Nothing gets lost in the mail. It will resonate the deepest chords of your heart as your healing is made manifest. Your healing will be an act of obedience made from your heart and soul, for you will be as I say you are. No matter what I ask of you, your answer is always yes. No matter what my calling costs your life, your heart is always mine first. There is no limit to what we will accomplish and no ceiling on your ability to overcome. After so many years of waiting for your time to come, it is time to do what you were called to do. After all these years, you are thinking you are no longer able to get the job done. But what you are called to be and to do was never possible in your own ability or power. Not even when you were young. It is my power that will go before you, open doors, and be your wisdom and strength. Do not let go of your dreams. You are the one being backward by not agreeing with me or speaking life to them. Some of my children have given up on my promises. They have decided the promises must not be true since they have not seen them manifest. My children, I will fulfill everything I have told you in the proper season. I will give your children peace, and I will fill your bread baskets and your storehouses. I will cause those around you to give to you and bless you in ways you never imagined. I always reward those who obey me. I shall perform every last promise I have given you for your life if you obey me. If my children will spend more time knowing me now, they will not suffer as much in times to come. Those who know me, understand from my holy word, know how I respond. They know how I provide. They know what I expect. Those who know me and obey, those who know me and show mercy to others will not be left in what is coming. They will be with me. Know me, know my word, obey my word, and all will be well. As you enter into this new season, many aspects of your life may look uncertain. Ask me for wisdom when you are uncertain how to proceed. I will open doors for you, one at a time, to get you to where I want you to be. I will cut off other avenues to help guide you into my plan. Your provision will always be where I am leading you. Remain calm as I guide you. Sometimes you will not understand where I am leading you. Keep moving forward and know that I have your best interests at heart. I remind you to ask of me what you need right now. Don't ask for what you would need in a future time, as the time has not come. Ask me for what you need this day. Ask for my wisdom when you face decisions. Ask for my guidance when you are unsure which way to go. Ask for my healing when you hurt and my provision when you hunger. I am always here for you, and all I have is yours. My children often complain about unanswered prayers, but I have told you that you have not because you ask not, or you ask amiss. If you are asking for something other than what I desire to give you, I will not answer. Pray my will for your life will be done on earth as it is in heaven. I have a specific plan in place for you right now. Specific opportunities are linked to my timing and your placement. When my children do not obey me promptly, opportunities are passed to others. Doors close and blessings are lost. The path before you looks daunting, but I know the way and I know where we are going. Rest in me and I will lead you. I will lead you into a place of rest and rejuvenation for what is ahead. The demands on you of late have been very great and you are feeling the strain, but this is not my desire for you. My desire is that you would live in a place of peace, in a state of resting in my spirit. There are many items on your to-do list that were not added by me. I never overburden you, but you overburden yourself due to the expectations of others and your traditions. This is not necessary and brings no eternal reward. You have asked me to prepare you, but you must be at rest for me to prepare you properly. Come to me, all you who are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. You have found yourself walking through a difficult time. Difficult circumstances surround you, and you are unsure which way to turn. Turn to me. If relationships have gone sour, I will guide you to better. If friends have turned their backs, I can guide you to new ones. You are entering a new season. And often I guide my children by removing what they need to remain where they are. Many will not move otherwise. I am guiding you into a new season in me. I will speak to you through your spirit. Listen for my voice and my leadings so you will know how to position yourself to receive what I have for you. There is nothing to fear in this season, though there will be changes in your life. I will lead you into safety and abundant provision, for I am your provider. Some of my children I provide for through a job. Some I provide for through natural resources. Some I provide for through my other children or other persons. But I always provide for you if you believe. Walk into the new season I am opening up to you. Believe me to provide for you in the way I know best. Look for what I am teaching you in this season. Things have not progressed the way you hoped they would lately, and you are struggling with disappointment. Remember that sometimes I block things and people that may hurt you or keep you from my purposes in your life. I am guiding you to what will make you happiest by doing this, although it may not seem to you this is true. You are entering a new season now, and much of what was in your life by your design in the previous season cannot go with you. I have told you in my holy word to pray for those in authority. Some of my children are being obedient to this, but many of you are not. An event is coming soon to remove one I have placed in authority to bless you. This event will be very terrible and is not my will. But my will is not carried out when my people refuse to pray. If this event transpires, I will hold accountable those of you I have instructed to pray if you have not obeyed. My children, if you refuse to obey me, there is little I can do to bless you. Do not run out to play and pursue your own interests, ignoring what I have asked you to do, and then expect answers of all the things you desire of me. I desire obedient children. I bless obedience. I do not bless those who are disobedient. My heart is grieved for my starving sheep. The world has entered into my church, and there is no longer meat in my house. My shepherds have gone out to play, more concerned with being seen at this or that event or conference than preaching my true word. I will not hold these guiltless who allow my sheep to starve as they go out to play, as they wallow in adultery and walk in vanity. The time comes in every life when there is no more earthly time. Many of these false shepherds think they are above my judgment, but they are mistaken. For I will surely judge them that refuse to feed my sheep. My sheep are starving, and no one in my house is caring for them. And I am coming back soon. Take heed. My children, the time you are entering is very serious and most perilous. There will be danger on every side, and you will have few you can trust. All your worldly comforts will soon disappear, and you will long to have them back. Many will lose their minds in what is coming, some from grief, and some because they cannot accept what is happening. Many will take their own lives. Many will take the lives of others. Many who are worldly now will simply be unable to function in your much changed world. I desire you would walk in love and witness to those around you of me. Some around you have little time left, and they have not chosen me and my ways. Some have never heard the gospel and would choose me if only someone would explain it to them. My churches have ceased to preach my true word, and my sheep are not being fed properly. Very few of my shepherds adhere to my word, even in their own lives. Those who do not will face my judgment soon. There is nothing you can do to stop what is coming, and little you can do to prepare other than draw near to me. I am your comfort. I am your provision. I will guide you then and shelter you. Without me, there is no hope at all. I have told you I will save all those being interceded for in this time, and it is true. Behold, you will see my great and mighty power working in lives you had all but given up on. Watch now as I delight in saving some of those you considered with the least hope, those you have continued to intercede for, those you have entrusted to me. Watch now as I deliver from drugs, from prostitution, from corruption, some of those most dear to your hearts. I always reward great faith. Lift up your faith to me in prayer in these days, my children. I long to show my mighty power in the lives of those you love. I long to answer your prayers, but you must lift up your faith to me. Pray now for all those you wish to see me save. Pray daily. Pray with great faith. Pray in my authority. Pray without ceasing. I know how to save them, for I alone know why they do not believe. My children, you must prepare your hearts for a change that is just ahead for you. An increase in violence in the earth is coming very soon, and its results will shock you. Many will become afraid as chaos enters into the minds of many wicked ones who disagree with a political situation. These wicked ones will be set on murder, and the results will be very high. They seek to eradicate. Pray for my protection. My children, the world around you has turned to sin, and the weight of sin is too much for your world. It has begun to break down already, and you will see more breakdown in this new year. In this new year, the very foundations of your society will begin splitting and cracking. What you see may terrify you, but I say to you, fear not, for I am with you, and I hold you securely in the palm of my mighty hand. In this new year, much sickness will begin springing up. Sickness is the result when much corruption is sown to the flesh and the body becomes weaker under the strain. Fighting will continue to be prevalent, and violence will increase in countries that push me out of their society. I will not protect those nations that abhor me. I will not bless those who think they can walk independently of me. When you reject me, you also reject my blessings. This will show more and more for all the world to see who you are that reject me, as your blessings are taken from you. I continue taking the merciful home, that they may not see what is coming in the earth. They who have sown great mercy to others, they who have worked diligently for my kingdom, they who have been bold to witness and devoted to my kingdom work, those who are left behind, I will refine and then bring home as your world draws to a close in this time unlike any before it. Look to the animals. Look to the animals and you will see what is manifesting in the spiritual realm. You are living in a time of judgment, and this judgment will begin manifesting in every area. I desire all men will repent of their sins and turn to me. Those who still do not will be tried and refined if they submit. If they do not submit, they will be tried and tried some more. This year will be characterized by an increase in intensity. The intensity of all things is increasing as it moves towards the end. Violence is increasing. Murder is increasing. Perversion is increasing. Poverty is increasing. But my mercy remains for now. My call to men to repent remains for now. The time is upon you when Satan will prevail over my people for a time. Watch for this and know the hour is very, very late when you see it. Prepare your hearts for what you will see, my children. For what comes is unlike anything you have seen before. My precious children, so many traps have been set for you for the times to come. So many snares have been set to separate you from me, to take away your crown. The evil one will stop at nothing to win your soul. I always have a way to take care of my children in trying times, but many of my children do not know how to receive my blessings. Many of my children do not know me as their provider, and in fear they will go astray from me in that time. I desire you would have understanding and not love your life unto death. Those who love their lives will lose them, for they will be easily manipulated. Those who love me will understand they are coming to their eternal lives and will not fear what man can do to them. When this time comes, fear not. Preach my gospel and look up, for your redemption draweth near, and you will have eternal joy here with me. My people, the time is coming when those who belong to the evil one will seek to cut you off from all that you need. The evil one seeks to remove all that is of me from the world you live in, and he has already begun. Prepare to be cut off from all you depend on, all you care about, and all you need to survive. For this is his evil plan. All those who belong to him will help him carry out this plan, and you will see clearly who they are. I have told you in my word that in this time Those who do not receive a mark in their hand or forehead will not be able to buy or sell. Those without his mark will not be able to work or to eat if their dependence is on his system. I am training my people now to live by a different system. My system. My children cannot be cut off from my system because the enemy has no power over my system. The enemy cannot stop me from providing from my own. Prepare to learn a new way to live, my children. For now is a time of preparation for those who will live this way in these times. Seek my face and be found in my word. Let my word be found abiding in you so that you may learn my system. I will be your provider. Only those who submit and continually put me first in all they do can walk in this way. Only those who obey all I say to do can walk in this way. The spirit of murder has been released over America. As it has shown, it has no qualms in murdering innocent souls. So shall innocent souls fall in your streets, America. You have drawn judgment to yourself with your wicked ways. As you have ignored my warnings to you to repent and turn from your wickedness, so shall I ignore your cries when murder comes upon you. As your laws have allowed my innocent ones to be slain and remain unborn, so will I allow you to be slain, and you will rise no more. Babylon, you have sealed your destruction. Your great nation will burn and be plundered. In 1 hour you will be destroyed. My children, you have been warned, and those with ears have prepared. One strike after another, one city after another, burned and plundered. Your gold and silver will be carried away along with your women. The other nations on earth will stand amazed at the destruction. They will beg me for mercy. They will beg me to spare them from this judgment. They will laugh at Babylon, once so great, now ashes. They won't come to help you, Babylon. The lofty and proud will wander the streets, naked and blind, crying, asking me why. Why? I tell you why, over and over. I warn what would happen to the proud, arrogant and unrepentant. My messengers and prophets have told you, amend your ways and I will allow you to stay in this land. You did not amend your ways and repent as you have been told to do. The Father now will punish his children. Children, you should be making yourself a living sacrifice to me. You don't know what's going on with your own children and who is teaching them. You're too busy with gadgets. You lost touch with your own families. Sons and daughters are on drugs. Why? 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 What were you doing? You didn't even notice what was going on under your own roof. In your own home, you weren't there. Now look at the mess you are all in. You lost your way. You are in the dark, living in darkness, when I am right before your eyes. I am the light. You can't see me or find me. You lost your way. You are going in the wrong direction on the wide path. Children, look at the world around you. You made this, not me. I am watching what you are doing with the greatest gifts I have given you. Now, your latest abomination, an animal sacrifice, when I gave my perfect sacrifice, my son. You insulted me. I find no pleasure in animal offering. You were told this, yet my eyes see it. How can I allow this? How can I go on watching this? You must be corrected now. You must be corrected. You must be corrected now. You will be corrected. Now I am the corrector. My light will open your eyes to the truth. No more vain offerings now. Let those who have ears hear. Let those that have eyes see. My time nears, but many shall not awaken till my deliverance. They mock my messengers and hide from me, but I see all. I shall kindle the spirits of the chosen, so they shall be ready. The heavens await my command to do my bidding. I am the God of order. For everything there is a season. My messengers have cleared the path. Will you follow me while there is still time? Your days are numbered to do my good works. Once time is spent, it shall not return. Have you been vigilant? Have you been obedient? Have you used my time wisely? These are the treasures of the heart. Many have lost their way and walk in the darkness. They have closed their eyes to the signs all around them. Soon there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Their cries of mercy from the unforgiven shall not be heard. They shall shed an ocean of tears. While the light still shines, repent, for my judgments come swiftly. To the remnant, I know you. I have chosen you since the beginning. I am with you in all that you do. My love for you knows no bound. You know me. You feel my presence. I have prepared a place for you. Soon I shall stand in front of you. All your pain and suffering will be forgotten. What I offer you now is my peace. This peace I give you. Can you not feel my heavenly embrace? I shall remove doubt. What remains is hope. No one shall step between us, for soon you shall be with me in my Father's house. Children, I know you are patiently waiting for my return. Everything is prepared for you. I love you. There are planned events that must take place before my shout. I am the God of order. You have seen and lived through the earth changes. I have kept you safely under my wing. Soon I will remove the restrainer. Evil will flourish. I have given you understanding and wisdom to continue in these last days and to discern the truth. I call you now to spread my truth. Be a witness to the good news. Everyone is welcome in my Father's house. What I require is a repentant heart. Yes, you will be laughed at and mocked, but your reward will be great. Eternity with me. Child, I heard your prayer and your requests. You are counted worthy to escape the wrath to come. You have suffered much loss. You have endured. You have suffered for my name's sake. You persevered against all odds. This was your trial, your test. You came before me and said, Lord, I will die for you. I will do whatever you ask of me until my last breath. You have been refined in the fire, my precious child. Be ready to leave. The judgment fire will rain from the heavens at my command. When the fire rains down, you come up. Speak today to my children. This is the appointed time of the end of days. You are speaking to those with open ears and eyes. You are speaking to those who hear my voice and do my will. You are speaking to my called and chosen. The beast stands before the multitudes. He stands in plain sight, yet many can't see him. He has gained much favor. He is loved by many. They will call him Master and Messiah. They will follow him down the path of destruction. They will bow to him and question nothing he says. He will be appointed king and ruler over all the nations of the world. Death is his comforter, hate his friend. He will cause many to be put to death. The blood of the martyrs will cover the land and cry to me. I have revealed his name to my prophets and messengers. They have been warning you of what is coming. He knows who they are. He will have them put to death to silence them. He is the man called Obama. Behold, a great change is coming. Get your house in order. Prepare for the beast and his decree. He is prepared to step forward now, so all may worship him as he is. My little sweet rose, it is I, redeemed from among men, born to die. Sinless in life, slain as the innocent one, the only Son of the Father, resurrected to give all glory and honor and worship to the only Creator of all things. I came and died that you would live. There is only one. There is only I am. There are two very distinct yet parallel realities playing out right now. The first is that which is tangible. It can be seen, felt, heard, and manipulated to serve the purpose of the one who governs it. This is happening all around you now. As the forbidden knowledge shared by the fallen has developed into a great and powerful master of this realm, this reality, and is being integrated into absolutely every area of modern day life. In the relentless quest to create, Satan has since the fall and is now manipulating DNA, both in animals and in people, in order to further build and reinforce his army. Only a certain number fell with him. Therefore, he uses the forbidden knowledge of my kingdom to create a larger army with which he will come against the saints to overcome them. Creatures long forgotten beneath the earth are now emerging. And what will manifest in this reality as living has not my breath of life within, neither the blueprints of those made in my image. The secrets I have encoded there in your DNA. There are creatures and hybrids, some part human, part machine creations that will have supernatural abilities, making them appear to be divine or from a higher being or source. But I tell you, they are nothing more than spawns of the Prince of Darkness himself. Their quest for immortality will stop at nothing, but their destiny is eternal darkness, as nothing will exalt itself above me. Immortality can only be attained by knowing me as creator of all life and giving obedience to my ways. Many now are already so fascinated by this new technology that coincides with the reappearance of the fallen that they are being greatly deceived as to the intentions of these modern creations, which are birthed from the pit of hell. The beginning of the strong delusion that my word speaks of is here. Many are falling away every day. The manipulation of what is seen, felt, and heard screams from every angle. There is no escape except for me. I am the only way, the only truth, and the only life that can and will be found. The great separation spoken of for so long is now finally here. But as Satan's army amasses around the world, the army of the living God rises. Glory, for the Holy One musters his own for battle. And while my army has already been given the victory through my blood sacrifice, Satan's army will only know a quick and final defeat. Just as his army is infused for a time with all the powers of darkness, my army is being infused as I speak this to you. Yet all the power and authority that I have been given by my Father is bestowed upon those who serve me in total obedience. The powers of my kingdom can't and never will be defeated. The battle rages on now and becomes more intense each day. The fierceness of what is taking place in the heavenlies is not to be underestimated or taken lightly. This is the generation that will see my return, and you will see things both demonic in nature, side by side with my manifestations, not only in my angelic realm, but also through these, my people. You will see things you never thought possible and would not believe if I didn't tell you in advance that this would happen. This is an epic battle, the greatest this world has ever known, and a choice you make in whom you serve determines your eternal outcome. The stakes are not just high. Everything is at stake for each soul. If you have not chosen life over death, why? Is that even a choice for you? Why would anyone choose eternal death? Many of my bride are experiencing that which I spoke to you about several years ago. It is the tearing away of the governing that the soul has had over the spirit of mankind since the fall. As I draw you closer and closer to myself, your creator-breathed DNA is responding to what I have placed within your very blood, restoring you back into harmony with me. I am lifting you out and away from the curse as you seek me with all your heart. The process is oftentimes a painful one because the soul is more comfortable and accustomed to governing you. It does not want to give back control to your spirit. Satan can only manipulate and govern that fallen aspect of man. So as you draw closer to me and command your spirit to take back authority over your soul, which is my original design for you, there is quite a fight being experienced as mortal gives way to immortal. Flesh dies to spirit, and we walk as one. Now you have much more revelation as to what is occurring, not only in the physical and the natural around you, but in your physical bodies as well. There is the battle of the spirits, light and dark all around you. Ultimately, the battle of light and dark is the battle of evil and good. The battle for your very soul. This is all for now. Come to me with this revelation, and I will give you a peace that only I can offer you about all that is taking place. Yeshua. For those of you who desire to be saved, please see the 8-pillar study in this channel, which will give you the basics of salvation.